Greetings, fellow militia. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to ASKA, episode 35, Fighting the Stone Jotun. Oh, there's the sword, whatever it's called, monument. This is just a giant monument surrounded by skeletons, so it's not like a boss spawn or anything. Oh, no, what? This is a small cemetery? Okay, I guess this one's classified as a small cemetery. Now, one thing that you could... Oh, okay. Now it's personal. One thing you can see is there is a boss spawner here, and this boss spawner is like a mini skeleton boss. So not like the Skeletroll boss that I had killed. This one's like a little... Well, you'll see. I'll just kill him real quick. Come out, come out! So he's got pretty much the same attack set as the Skeletroll boss. He's just weaker. But his AoE does a lot more damage. Down he goes. Not a big deal. Just don't let him nuke you. And, as you can see, there's no, like, runestone associated. So I just chopped him up and got some bone. That's it. It's a mini-boss. Doesn't amount to much. He did hurt me, though. And a large cemetery if I want to kill Skeletroll again. Which I don't. But given the large cemeteries here, the Jotun portal's not going to be over here, so I'll start going north looking for the Jotun portal again. Yes, Phantomus, as you mentioned, because this is the last stream, it doesn't really matter at this point, which is why I'm not, like, bothering to micromanage the villagers and make sure that food supply is all set and ready. You know, I'm playing for 1 more hour and 1 more hour only, because this wasn't voted on enough by people, by my community enough for me to continue. So, given that it is not continuing, the long-term viability of the village is not really the main concern anymore. I know. Pragmatic. But maybe too much pragmatic, but that's just the way it is. Got your butt. It's got to be a wolf down here. Yep, there it is. You want to keep leveling out my ranged attacks? Sure. Hey, don't bite me, though. Bad puppy. Oh, hey, look! We found it! So here is the Stone Jotun area. So here's the didn't mean to do that. But luckily, you have to hit T to summon. Yoink! Let's undo that. So now that we know where it is, I can create a, patrol, flag? Patrol marker? Forcing well, and then changing the work schedule of my militia to have them patrol over to this area. So, current priority is prep for the, Stone Jotun fight. I need a little bit of flax to make rope for that flag. Here, perfect. And then like one more stick. And then figure out, I could force them to work all day, but ideally I'd want them to like just finish their rest cycle. On top of that, I ought to heal myself because I'm like half health right now. And possibly wait till like Anna Winter, depending on the ambient temperature. But I could set up a I could set up a heating area over here too. So that's not like of super concern. I'm probably not going to freeze during the fight. Alright, so we got our patrol marker. I'm going to tag the area. It's really actually quite close to the base. It's just a direction I hadn't searched before, which is really convenient. It's not that far, so it's going to be easy for the guardsmen to get over there. I'll be in danger of dying way before I'm in danger of catching a cold. Yes, I think you're right. I do believe you are correct in that assertion. Before I summon him, this Wolfar Den is completely in the way. It's directly between the Stone Jotun area and my base, so I need to kill all the wolves and probably clear it. So that way my guards don't get hurt fighting wolves that aren't part of the boss fight. And, like, also, maybe bring the cart over here and feed my village. And not because I'm trying to be kind, but because being starving to death is, like, not good for your health either. In your face. Are you gonna come? Like, what are you doing, dude? I'll just keep shooting you in the head. I'm getting, like, lots... Oh, God. Okay. Fair point. Alright, I can't let you win. And you've already bled me enough, so... Ow. Down you go. Well, there should be lots of meat here now, so I just need to bring the cart back. I could set up a hunter flag here too, so they collect this stuff. I ought to. I know I'm like mortally wounded. I'm not all that concerned. I don't need a second earth artifact. I'm gonna ignore that. So yeah, let's get a hunt flag here. And where are there twigs? Alright, before I set up that hunt flag, I'll try to not die of bleeding to death. I think I have enough hit points left in me to survive the one more bleed stack, but just in case. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Hurt, but fine. Alright, no food again? Okay. Ooh, almost out of charcoal, too. My bloomery workers probably working crazy. So, given that I probably don't need anyone working the bloomery anymore, Sapo. You come over to the healing hut and heal me. And then, because we're having, like, food shortage issues, the gathering hut will be the other bloomery worker. If... That's weird. I can't assign the gatherer hut this way. Well, whatever. I'll walk up to it. Are you coming over to heal me? It's probably not the right hour. What did I sign here? Sapo? Hey, Sapo, guess what? You're gonna have a new schedule. Which is, work. Because, you know, I want to heal, so. Just work. Alright, now get over here. I'll be giving the just work schedule to the militia when it's time for the Jotun boss. As well. So, it's a schedule I can keep. Come on, Zappa, what the hell? Where is he? I told him to just work, and I feel like he did not listen to me. Oh, here he comes. Come on, bless me with your sage stick and whack me in the face. Sap out. Don't keep me waiting. I am the chieftain. If you want to be fed, you get over here. Where is he? What the hell? Oh, what the hell? He is sleeping. Oh no, he was drinking water. Yay! Oh, that's not my face. It almost looks like he's giving me mouth to mouth while, like, scolding me like a schoolhouse nun or something. I don't know. With a switch. I've left triage. Thank you for triaging me. Alright, what was I doing? My food and water is fine. Let's get the chieftain hut bonus. I am gonna supply the food. So, my current priority is supply the village with meat, and then prep for the Jotun fight. So I'll grab the cart and butcher up those wolves, because that was an immense amount of meat that I left back there. And now that I'm looking at it, the other bloomery worker, Pooker, is going to be a gatherer. Gathering beetroot. Or whatever else they find. I don't really care what they gather. No, get up. No, I didn't. I wanted to drop. Okay. Off we go. I can see my builders have been lazy. Actually, I bet they're just waiting on nails. Yeah, majority... Well, that's not true. I figured they were just waiting on nails, but that'd be a lie. So we'll head out to the Wolf Den and butcher up some wolves. I've got maybe 3 villagers that have night trait preferences out of the 18. And then maybe like roughly 3 that have day preferences as well. You are some dumb bunnies. Am I going the right way? No. Also, I don't need to know where Sapo is anymore. Let Sapo sleep again? Okay. Is Sapo... Sapo likes to be up at night, so we'll put Sapo on the late schedule. So the hunter flag for meat collection is up, but I'm going to do a lot of it myself, I assume. Provided my skinning knife doesn't break. I'm probably just getting like 3 or 4 of these wolves is going to be enough. I mean, my skinning knife will break if I try to do them all anyway. But I just wanted to get everyone with like 1 or 2 good meals, which is not that much meat. For 18, you know, that's kind of easier to supply. If you want to avoid situations like this, this could have easily been avoided, I just wanted to mention. The reason I ran into this situation is my farmers have not been farming food. Also, my farmers have not been all that efficient in their work. I could have allocated maybe twice as many farm fields to even the 1 farmer that I had, and it would have been fine. I just haven't been doing that because it hasn't really been my priority. It's very easy to farm all the food that you're ever going to need. I just haven't been. So this is, I just want to mention very clearly, this is like a completely self-inflicted problem as a result of me prioritizing other things over farming. So this situation is entirely avoidable. I just made no effort to avoid it. Alright. Cart's full of meat at least, right? Yes? Yep. Oh no, it has space for 3 more. It's 12, not 9. And then once we get this all butchered up, I'll figure out when the right time is for the militia to go forth and help me with the Jotun. This should last them all winter? You'd think so, but your people eat a lot of meat. Like, it's low-key disgusting how much meat people eat in a village. Literally like a wolf a day. Which is to say, it's pretty surprising how good our one hunter has been in supplying the entire village with the disgusting amount of meat that they want to consume every day without my direct intervention. The hunter that we have is actually really good at doing just that. Alright, because I'm lazy, whitelist everybody. That should allow the hunter to come and fetch the leathers. Or the meats, rather. Yep, I can hear him doing it already. And now we have a leatherworking that is completely stocked full of clothing materials. And I'll even help out with a little bit of butchering by my own hand. So one of these big hunks is like food for 4. Oops. Alright, now that I'm getting fed, and I'm assuming others are getting fed, the schedule for my fighters are an early schedule, so I should wait till tomorrow morning to maybe set them up on patrol to go clear the Jotun temple. So that's the plan. No, actually, maybe I'll just set them on a work all day schedule right now and kick it off. Let's do that. Why is this the last day? Because my community voted for it to be. Simply put. Okay. Barracks. Schedule just work. Just work. And just work. So we should see them all go off to the patrol flag, because I told them to go to the patrol flag and just, like, wait there. Also, it looks like Rizzolo's heading out to the hunting area where we killed the wolf boss. So this is exactly where we killed the wolf boss, so Rizzolo's already harvesting the dead wolf, which is great. So I'm all healed up. All that I'm really waiting on is a new stamina bonus for the boss fight, and for the patrolman to be in position. The condition of my weapons is probably good enough. So yeah, here they go. They're heading out to, ideally, I think they should be heading to this patrol marker, although they're taking a... I think there might be a mountain here, which is why they're taking a kind of indirect route. I take into consideration what my community wants me to do? Yeah, so every week I run a poll about what games I should play for Thursdays and sometimes Fridays. And if a game ranks last for multiple weeks in a row, it kind of gets dropped from the schedule due to lack of interest, and that's exactly what happened here. So I'm just waiting for my remaining stamina bonus to elapse, my well-rested bonus. Which, in here it says it's reset to full, but down here in my bar it says it's about to run out. So I'm not sure which one to believe. Let's believe it's full. And rendezvous with our militia and get this boss fight started. So needless to say, if I had more time on the schedule, or today in general, I probably would have tried to grind up to at least crafting 49 to craft myself better gear for this fight. But, you know, I'm going to start it all the same. Put the shrine guys on just work too? Yeah, I should probably do that. So we got the bonus. Just work. Just work. Okay. So you can see my patrolman here. ready to go. Current priority, kill the stone Jotun. Making sure they're fully healed. They are. Here we go! To me, my minions! Oh god. So there's weak points on the Jotun that you need to hit in order to do damage. Which is easier said than done, because if you don't hit it just right, you do nothing. Also looks like my militia that I summoned in is getting smoked to death. But I'll resurrect them if the worst is to happen. And then the Jotun is also summoning in minions, as I'm sure you've noticed. Oh, God, it got me. Ow! Stop it! Okay, that's enough out of you. He's down! Heavy attacks! Heavy attacks! So, at about half-life, the stone Jotun gets its legs cut off, for lack of a better term. And then becomes like a turret of sorts. Which is why it's fighting immobilized. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. Ow, 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 that hurt. Okay, let's go back to bows. Sazaroon had twice the HP of the other two militia, which is why he's the last man standing here. It doesn't surprise me at all. Oh, shoot. Ow! Crap, 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 crap. That frickin' hurts. To get out of this. Stop summoning crap on me. Nope, nope, I'm down. Alright, I am gonna respawn as a ghost. So that's why you want, like, the best possible armor going into that fight. I did mention I was probably going to die. It's because I didn't have the level 49 crafting armor ahead of that. Therefore I was not as geared as I could have been. And his abilities are just redonkulously strong. But that is the Jotun fight. And now, I think this is my first death, so you'll get to see the death run. Similar to what you find in like an MMORPG when you die. Yeah, I could have... I don't have an archer tower. So I can't assign my archer to the militia to help me out in that fight. That's one such building that I hadn't built yet. So when you die, you can respawn with all your stuff by taking the soul of one of your villagers, or you can opt for becoming a ghost and doing like a death run instead. And I think if I had either onions and garlic to heal myself, or better armor, this fight would have been a lot different. But I had neither. I knew I was going like half-cocked and ill-prepared. Although I was impressed that Azarun like lived as long as Azarun lived. Did better than I did. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay, I'm doing the wrong thing here for respawning. I die so infrequently into this game, I forgot how death works. But what I'm going to want to also do once I'm back is to retrieve all the gear of my dead compatriots and, maybe I'll give this another go. I really wish I had, like, onions and garlic, though. But I'm not even going to be able to forge those in the winter. So, a second full attempt of this fight is, like, unlikely, just because of the lack of gear. But we only lost one villager in that attempt, which, it could have been worse. It could have been 3. And for 1, all I am going to need is 5 Jotun blood, which we have no problem. We have 9 right now. But that is the big Jotun fight, and then at the end of that, you can make the altar, the stone Jotun altar. Didn't 2 die? Nope. Well, I mean me, if you count me, but other than me, no. Bryzit lived and Azarun lived. They're wounded badly, but because I have Sapo managing the healer's hut, which I can tell Sapo just to only work, those 2 will be fine. You can see the village, I mean, it might be small text, but you can see the villager count in the top right, which is 17. We had 18. So this is Major Mildew's grave right here. And this is my grave over here. So when you die, you lose some of your experience as like a penalty, and then you have to go and like fetch your stuff. But apart from that, I mean, the only problem is, right, like, it's winter and it's like freaking cold right now. So that's rough, being a little naked. There we go. In 7 minutes, we will have Major Mildew back. So what I'll try to do is prepare to take on the Jotun with the once Major Mildew's back. I don't have a creator code to offer. Yeah, I don't have like an affiliate code or anything like that for this game. But thank you for checking. Alright, I need a fuel source to heat up my cabin. Because I am so frozen. Let's put on some flimsy stuff. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. Oh my god, I'm so cold. Just cook my butt. I want to be warm. The hardest part is going to be getting my gear while I'm naked. Yes. Honestly, yes. The blizzard just passed though, so it's going to be a little bit easier. What I could do is make that that giant bear cloak that I was tanning and wear that. That should help out a lot. And maybe wear some other thick leather stuff. Because I had plenty of materials to tan. So let's see. If I was to make 10 linen. Let's make something real quick. Yeah, winter should be ending soon, but I don't know if it's going to end soon enough for me to have another attempt. You know, I could even make myself a spare gambeson. But even what I'm wearing now is, like, maybe enough to make it out there and be okay. Yeah, none of the clothing that are on the racks right now are going to be all that helpful to me. So what I'm going to do is put all of the just work people onto late schedule so that they can, like, go back to normal. And then when I'm ready to fight again, I'll get them queued. But you could probably see why ranged is so crucial in that fight, because trying to stand next to the Jotun sucks. A lot of AoE attacks, a lot of splash attacks, and then constantly getting mobbed by his minions means that you definitely need to be well prepared for that fight. Way more than the other fights up until this point. I would advise you to take on the fight either with a mass amount of militia that are well geared, or with the high enough level armor that you don't get wasted by the splash attacks like I did. My crafting skill is like at 41 now or something. Oh, it dropped. 29 now as a result of the death. But getting up to 49 crafting to get yourself higher tier gear makes a huge difference. I just didn't think I had time. So, in my case, haste makes waste, and I got wasted. Yeah, it does make it very hard as a melee character. Not impossible if you, if you've got higher level armor, though. Because I only had low level armor. So Major Millie will be back in 2 minutes. Oh, there's my loot pinata. Thank you for tuning in to ASKA, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind I'm trying to avoid spoilers. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream of mine. Farewell, my fellow Vikings.